Hello everyone, you are watching summary of WTV English News. I'm Tihar Kabi. The Supreme Judicial Council held the session devoted to discuss the issuance of the Third Amendment Act to the election law. Council of Representatives spokesman of the Supreme Judicial Council, Judge Abdulsattar Biqadar, said that the session of the Supreme Judicial Council witnessed the nomination of judge candidates to carry out the authority of the board commissioners in the Independent High Electoral Commission and candidates judges to occupy the task of directorate of the commission offices in the provinces, explaining that the council held its meeting under the chairmanship of Judge Faiq Zaidan and in the presence of all its members, and hosted a number of department directorates, general managers and complaints manager in the commission to find out the nature of work of commission and a summary of the complaints raised regarding the election of the House of Representatives for the year 2018. The meeting of the three presidency with the leader of blocs and political parties discussed the Parliament amendment on the election law. A statement to the media office of Presidency of the Republic explaining that Masoom held meeting that included number of leaders of blocs and political parties in the presence of Speaker of the House of Representatives Salim Al-Jubouri and Vice President of Council, and during the meeting stressed the need to maintain political stability and security and respect vote of voters, and committed to the Constitution and laws and to prevent any constitutional vacuum. The President of the House of Representatives Salim Al-Jubouri declared that the meeting of Presidency of the Republic and the Parliament with the heads of political blocs witnessed the agreement not to keep silent on manipulation of the will of voters. Al-Jubouri stressed the meeting was about repercussions of elections and everyone agreed not to collusion in the manipulation and counterfeiting and respect the legal procedures that have been adopted, calling for consideration of the next phase carefully and try to find practical and legal exits. The Independent High Electoral Commission has set up investigative committees with the number of its employees about counterfeiting process. The head of the Electoral Administration, Riyad Badran, confirmed that the invalid or stuffed ballot papers were invoked by the Commission through its advanced procedures and programs that work on it in the elections. He pointed out that the Commission has set up investigative committees on the employees of those stations where these cases were found, as well as transferring a large number of them to the judiciary to receive their fair punishment. The Independent High Electoral Commission has set up investigative committees with the number of its employees about counterfeiting process. The head of the Electoral Administration, Riyad Badran, confirmed that the invalid or stuffed ballot papers were invoked by the Commission through its advanced procedures and programs that it worked on in the elections. He pointed out that the Commission has set up investigative committees on the employees of those stations where these cases were found, as well as transferring a large number of them to the judiciary to receive their fair punishment. The Commander of Operations, Lieutenant General Mizhar Al-Azzawi, says that joint security forces backed by the Air Force launched from two axes to carry out a large-scale military operation in the basin of Makhisa, adding that the force arrested 2 of those wanted tourists, noting that the process is still continuing to implement the goals. Directorate said that the detachment of the Directorate in the 20 band was able to arrest 2 of Daesh tourists in the area of Hammam al-Alil in Mosul, adding that the tourists were among the civilians and they were wanted to judgment in accordance with the provisions of Article 4 tourism, explaining that the operation done according to accurate intelligence information. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us.